Picture this. You're living in a $10 million Miami mansion. You've got a fleet of luxury cars including a Rolls-Royce and a Lamborghini. And you throw the most legendary parties the city has ever seen. For Daniel Libordi, this wasn't a fantasy, it was his reality, and he flaunted it all over social media. He was the king of the party scene, an Instagram icon living the dream. But what if I told you his entire empire was built on a massive web of lies? The fairy tale lifestyle came to a screeching halt when federal prosecutors dropped a bombshell indictment. Libordi and his crew were accused of pulling off a staggering $128 million bank fraud and money laundering scheme. So, how did they do it? The plan was surprisingly simple. They submitted a ton of fake loan applications to banks, using a whole network of shell companies and forged documents to make everything look totally legit. And we're not talking about small loans here. They were getting massive amounts of cash. Allegedly with the help of a corrupt bank insider. Anshu Sethi, a vice president at a major bank, was named in an indictment for supposedly helping to push these fraudulent applications right through the system. Once the money landed in their accounts, the real show began. They started a complex money laundering operation, moving the cash between different shell companies to make it almost impossible to trace. And where did all that money go? Straight into funding the lavish lifestyle you saw on Instagram, the huge waterfront mansions, the collection of high-end sports cars, the designer watches, and of course, those insane parties. It was all a performance, bankrolled by stolen money. The indictment didn't just name Libordi. It exposed a whole network of co-conspirators, including the banker Sethi, all allegedly working together to defraud financial institutions on an epic scale. Now, the party is officially over. Libordi is facing extremely serious charges, like conspiracy to commit bank fraud and money laundering. If he's convicted, he could be looking at decades in prison, and it gets worse for him. The government is also going after all his assets. That means the mansions, the cars, the jewelry, everything could be seized. The rise and fall of Daniel Libordi is a powerful reminder that what we see on social media is often just a carefully constructed fantasy. This story shows how the chase for wealth at any cost can lead to a spectacular rise. But the fall is always just as dramatic. It's a modern tale of greed and consequence in the age of social media. What do you think about this story? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more.